levels.
Proud to broadcast high school athletics
online
from Portland's West Side.
We are West Side Mobile Media,
Banks, Oregon.
Outside is cool and gray, but inside the Tiger Dome, things are sure to heat up as we have two schools separated by a half hour away from each other as the crow flies that are looking to renew acquaintances. The Banks Lady Braves and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers. One is in the 4A Coapa, the other hails from the 3A Pac West. But once were league rivals, and next year they will be again. Tonight it's just one of three final tune-ups, at least for the Banks Braves, before league play begins. That'll be for the Banks Braves here in just 3 more games, and then it'll start a week from next Wednesday. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Lee. Good evening, alongside Trevor Beard for another exciting edition of Banks Hoops, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. The Banks Lady Braves coming off of a big win, Trevor, on Tuesday night, 64-30 over North Marion. They are looking at a team that in the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers, who also are coming off of a couple big wins. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now. One of those, they beat 6A North Medford by 2, 50-48. And an interesting thing here is that the Braves also have won at 5A, 6A games. They also blew out 5A St. Helens the other night on Tuesday at St. Helens. Banks, they had a close game with 5A Hillsboro, but they blew out a 6A team in Franklin. So kind of mirror images a little bit, and both teams really have found their stride right now.
Yeah, Banks getting a win against North Marion to improve to 5-5. One more non-league game against St. Helens next week. Not sure if we'll be able to bring you that broadcast, but
they have 2 more non-league games. Actually, on Tuesday, they're at Hood River Valley, a doubleheader with the boys team at Hood River Valley, weather permitting. And then, of course, next Wednesday, they'll be at St. Helens. And they're at Gladstone on Saturday night, scheduled to be at Gladstone on Saturday night.
Coapa League not very strong this year for 4A girls basketball, especially compared to the Oregon West. Top 2 teams matching up there tonight. We'll try to follow that score for you as well, but only expecting 2 teams to advance out of the Coapa League this year for 4A girls to state.
And those, of course, right now are 2 teams that are right beside each other in the latest installment of the OSA rankings. The Banks Braves moving up 2 spots to number 13. They are 5-5 sitting. They are a half a game ahead of the Astoria Fisherwomen, but they are put number 12 on the OSA rankings. That is certainly going to be ironed out. And interestingly enough, those 2 will open up Coapa League play on January the 19th. in Banks at Banks High School. So that's going to be a really big game between Banks and Astoria. But tonight we got a big game here. It's I guess we could call it the Tualatin River Showdown. You cross over the Tualatin River about a half hour apart. It's the Banks Lady Braves and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers coming to you from under the Tiger Dome here at Yamhill-Carlton Union High School. We'll talk more about that on the other side after we do a little business with you. This is Banks Basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CCV number 227733.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Well, welcome back to the Tiger Dome here at Yamhill-Carlton Union High School as we are getting set for Oregon State or OSAA Class 4A and 3A. It's a non-league showdown here as on this Thursday night, on a cool and gray Thursday night outside, but we are under the nice air-conditioned and climate-controlled, very nice facility here at Yamhill-Carlton Union High School. It's a new facility they just built not too long ago, Trevor. It's the Tiger Dome. It's really under a dome, like it's kind of like a baggie up top, but very nice facility inside.
Yeah, when Heather Seeley Roberts was here prior to this year, leading the boys program, the defending 3A state champions from last year, upsetting Cascade Christian. Now with Heather, now with Lincoln. In a different building, but I had a chance to see this building get built from pretty much the ground up, and kind of an interesting facility with an inflatable, kind of a rubber texture roof that kind of have some spray foam on it from the inside to kind of keep everything in place. But there is a YouTube video if you want to watch kind of a time-lapse video of how this building was built and see the roof inflated. Pretty nice building inside, especially for a small school. Pretty comfortable, nice and warm in here during the winter months. I know they've also used it for emergency facilities during snowstorms to house people and with some of the summer fires. So nice all-around community building for Yamhill-Carlton, not only used as a high school gym, but also for other community purposes as well.
All right, good stuff. Well, tonight it is the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers hailing from the Class 3A Pac West Conference of the OSAA against the visiting Banks Braves from the 4A Coapa League. And, of course, OSAA doing their redistricting earlier this year, announcing that, the Banks is actually going to slip down to the 3A into a new league that we talked about before, but joining them in that new league will be Yamhill-Carlton as well. Both were in the Coapa prior before Yamhill-Carlton dropped down. Now they're going to be renewing, their acquaintances throughout the year as they are common non-league opponents, but now they'll be league opponents once again in the new league, which Trevor escapes my mind right now. What is that name? The name of the
Coastal Range
That's
League,
right,
or something like
the Coastal Range League. Yeah, they'll be reunited in the 3A league for the year starting in 2022-23 or 2022-23 season, and then it'll be for the next 4 years after that in that 4-year time block. But for today, taking a look at it, the Banks Braves evened up their record after defeating the North Marion Huskies on Wednesday night. A real solid outing, 64-30. They are 5-5, coming out here on the road. Just their third true road game of the season. The Braves 2-0 on the road, have wins at Hillsborough, and they also, they had a win at Hillsborough and then at Sisters as well. They beat Sisters in the tournament. That was a true road game in that game. The Yamhill-Carlton Tigers, they are 1-4 here inside the Tiger Dome, but they are on a 3-game winning streak. Their overall record is at 4-8. They played a lot of tough teams, a lot of tough tournaments, but they have scored, as I mentioned, a couple of big wins in their last couple of ball games, beating St. Helens on Tuesday night at St. Helens. They winning that game by 30, 66-36, after beating the North Medford Black Tornado, a 6A school. But that was at the Crusader tournament in Salem over the holiday break. Yamhill-Carlton winning that game 50-48. So they've got some experience. They've got a great little a point guard out there, and I am so anxious to watch her play. She's a great performer. Number 2, Katie Slater, is who you're going to be hearing a lot. Also, Cheyenne Kelly, some big names for Yamhill-Carlton. And, of course, all league in the 2021 season in the summer, number 21, Olivia Southard, expected to have her hands on the ball a lot tonight. But for the Banks Braves, we've seen a lot of balance in the last couple of ball games, and it really starts with Nia Johnson inside. I think Nia will be a key again tonight, Trevor.
Yeah, Nia Johnson, the leading scorer last game in the huge win over North Marion. Other key player to watch inside is Madison Walker, who just turned 17 before the North Marion win that day. Also getting some pretty strong guard play, but this year I think a little bit different than in years past. They're going more to the post players for the bulk of their offense, where in the past they've used the outside scoring threats from their guards to do the bulk of the offense for the Braves.
And 2 players to definitely watch who have been coming on strong as of late and adding their contributions both offensively and defensively, Jocelyn Janicek and McKenna King, who comes in off the bench. And, of course, the defensive stalwart for the Banks Braves, Alex Saunders. Well, we're going to step away, and we'll come back, get ready for tip-off here from the Tiger Dome. This is Banks Basketball, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Welcome back to the Tiger Dome here on the campus of Yamhill-Carlton Union High School, a very small community here in Yamhill County, located just north of McMinnville, Oregon, and just west of Newburgh, Oregon. Starting lineups being introduced right now. First for the visiting Banks Braves, who are wearing their road blue uniforms, navy blue, with Vegas gold numerals and numbers and white trim. Very slick looking road uniforms for the Banks Lady Braves. And the starting lineups pretty much as expected. Maggie Streblow starting at the guard. Jocelyn Janicek also getting the start. Haley Evans, of course, starting at the other guard. The post, Nia Johnson and Madison Walker. Pretty much the standard 5 for the Banks Braves.
Yeah, Haley Evans, one of the leading defenders in the league, top defender on this team as we get ready for tonight's national anthem.
Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Sounded almost like a little computerized or keyboard version of the anthem tonight.
Well, we are just about set for action here under the Tiger Dome. Very nice looking facility here at the 3A, home of the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers. The Banks Braves have broken their huddle. They are ready to go, and we are just about set to get this girls basketball game underway. Want to give you a little programming note, of course, coming up tomorrow night on this same field. The Banks boys will be in action. And here we go. Tip controlled by the Lady Braves, and Maggie Streblow has it for Banks. Gives off to Evans, back to Streblow, right side, back over to Evans, left side, holds the ball high overhead, looking for somebody to get it to, back to Streblow. Gonna dribble towards the right now, looks back to left, over to Haley Evans, inside to Madison Walker, over to Nia Johnson, takes a dribble, pulls up right side of the key, no good, and the rebound comes down to Yamhill-Carlton. Yamhill-Carlton starting with a little 2-3 zone defense that time, and they have it up to Katie Slater. Three-pointer pulls up by, that's Olivia Southard, and it's no good. Rebound coming down to the Braves, Madison Walker. Haley Evans controls it and will drive the ball up the floor. Stops at the right side, now going to drive right down the lane, middle of the lane, throw it up and in off the window. Haley's first field goal is true. And it's 2-0 Banks here in the early going. Slater gives ahead to her teammate Hurley. No, it's no good. Rebound coming down to Maggie Streblow. Rips it away. The defense almost lost it, but good job to corral the basketball, and Maggie will bring it up the court. Boy, this is a really busy court here. A lot of lines on the floor. Evans gets across court, trying to go cross court to Janicek, but it's broken up nicely by Cheyenne Kelly for Yamhill-Carlton. And we got a foul called. It's going to go against Banks. I think that's going against Jocelyn. Yeah, that's her first foul, first team foul. Kind of a loose ball foul there. Here we go. The Tigers back the other way. They come outside, trying to go outside to Slater. It's broken up nicely by Streblow, and Naya comes down with it. Back to Streblow. Got Sneaker behind her. She pulls up, trying to look for help. He gets it over to inside now to Walker. It's no good. Rebound coming down to Taylor Evans. And it'll be Olivia Southward that'll bring it up for Yamhill-Carlton, with Banks leading 2-0, 6:10 and counting to go. They get it over to Slater, right wing, cross-court pass over to her teammate there. That's Davison. Back over to Southward, or Slater rather. Back over to, trying to get it back over to Davison on the left wing, but threw it over her head and out of bounds to the Braves. Haley Evans will walk it up across, still in backcourt. Now finally does get it across the equator. And passes over left side to Streblow. Streblow has it left wing, takes a dribble, pulls up from outside the three-point line, and it is good. A three-pointer by Maggie Streblow. She's got the hot hand as of late. 5-0 Braves, 5:37 to go. Yamhill-Carlton has it back the other way. It is Cheyenne Kelly working against Evans. Now goes right side over to Slater. Back on top to Southward. Olivia Southward, three ball, no good. Won't fall. And the rebound coming down to the Braves. And here they go with the lead of 5-0. Streblow has it over to Evans, right wing. Down in the corner to Janicek. Looking for someone. She was looking for Madison Walker inside. Now gets it to her. Now it comes back out to Nia Johnson. Up top to Streblow. Over to Walker, left corner. She's going to drive inside. Pull up just outside the lane. No good. Rebound coming down to Yamhill-Carlton. Olivia Southward. And she brings the ball up. Over to Evans. She pops up a three. No good. Rebound, Nia Johnson. Great position by Nia, and rips the ball out. Gets it to the outlet. Evans, and here we go. Haley on the drive. Scoop to the rack. No good. Rebound comes down to Yamhill-Carlton and tipped by Evans, but controlled by Olivia Southward. 4:34 to go. Braves leading 5-0. This ball stolen away by Madison Walker. Can she control it? Yes, she does. Comes it up, waits for her teammate. Streblow, three ball, right wing. No, it's off the iron. She tried to follow her shot, but Nia Johnson right there to get it back and win it back for the Braves. Great hustle by Nia. Into the corner, Janicek going to drive baseline. Pulls up, no good. Rebound by Madison Walker. Back up and in. Madison Walker with her first two. 4:08 to go. It's 7-0 Braves. Here comes Olivia Southward, has all kinds of trouble. Had 3 defenders for the Braves. It's stolen away and controlled by Maggie Streblo. Off to Janicek, right corner. Going to dribble up now over to Streblo, over to Haley Evans. Thought about the 3, pulls up a little elbow jumper. It's off the front of the iron. Rebound Madison Walker, stolen away by Olivia Southward. 2 Banks Braves looking to sub in on the next dead ball, which comes right now as we get a foul called, a push. Going to be called against Banks. Coming into the game now for Banks, Leonie Crowell is up into the game. And Alex Saunders, thank you, coming in. Looks like Alex Saunders will run the post as Madison Walker went out. 3 ball by Olivia Southward is off, no good. Rebound Nia Johnson, but she went over the back. Yeah, foul called. Yeah, she came, she tried to get the position, Trevor, but she just got it with the body and it came over. So foul on Nia Johnson. Great, nice idea, but yeah, a little too much body. Still, Yamhill-Carlton still having a problem trying to get the ball in the hole. We played at 3:30 now left to go. It's still 7-0 Banks. Ball goes inside to Saunders. It's up, no good. And the rebound coming down to the Tigers. And Olivia Southward controls. She is running the point for Yamhill-Carlton. Gets it over the left wing. Now back out to Southward, but a loose ball. Saunders tried to steal it, but Southward got it. And Haley Evans does steal it, but goes out of bounds before tipping it to Leonie Crowell. Braves very active on defense tonight. As usual, Southward will inbound right in front of the Banks Braves bench, right across from us. Southward has it left wing, thought about the 3. Nope, gonna go back to Slater. Back to Southward, left wing 3 is on the way. It's rim it off, no good. Rebound comes right into the hands of Alex Saunders, and she will bring it up the floor, driving. Gets it off to Leonie Crowell down low. Back out to Streblo. Right wing to Haley Evans, 3 ball, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Olivia Southward. Possession will stay with Banks. So we played over 6 minutes of this first quarter. Braves leading 7-0, Trevor.
Yeah, 5:13 gone in the opening quarter, and Banks with a 7-0 lead, still playing that stingy defense. Had just 3 points given up in the first quarter against North Marion last game.
Leonie Crowell trying to get the ball across court to Haley Evans, but just too sharp for her, and it lands out of bounds. It's going to go down as a turnover for the Banks Braves. And so Yamhill-Carlton will get it back. They'll inbound it in the backcourt, down to our left. Yamhill-Carlton going left to right as we see it. And this is Olivia Davison over to Southward, back on top to Katie Slater. And they go real quick pace over to Davison, who lays it up and in with 2:30 to go. Olivia Davison scores the first 2 for the quarter for the Banks Braves, or for the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers, 7-2. Haley Evans drives it up across the line and bounces it off her foot out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. Just a tough break right there for Haley and the Braves. 2:17 to go, and Yamhill-Carlton gets the ball back, trying to put together a little bit run. Get over to Olivia Davison, left side, driving all the way, leaves it for Southward, who lifts it up and throws it in the ocean. Olivia Southward. And it's 7-4, just like that. Lead down to 3. Haley Evans has it on the break, trying to go to Alex Saunders. Too strong of a pass right by her. Just needed to kind of settle that one down a little bit.
I think that's 3 straight turnovers.
And we got 2 minutes left to go here in the opening quarter. Banks leading at 7-4. Southward inbounds to Slater, back to Southward. The ball handler drives on Saunders. Saunders almost stole it, but Yamhill-Carlton retains it, and we got a reach-in foul. And that'll bring Brandon Begley off the bench, asking for an explanation. He's not exactly pleased with that explanation as he pulls the mask down a little bit, and yeah, he's shaking his head no. But Yamhill-Carlton inbound the ball. Southward gets it back on the left wing, drives to the right over to Davison, pulls up a 3. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming right back to Katie Slater for the Tigers. She's working against Saunders. Now goes off to Southward, over to Davison. Davison cross court to Slater. Slater inside, that little like triangle yo-yo effect right there. Back over to Davison, over to Taylor Evans in the coffin corner, and it's into Kelly. Now back on top to Southward, Olivia Southward. Over to Katie Slater, cross court, and knocked out of bounds, tipped by Haley Evans. And the ball is going to stay with Yamhill-Carlton, as that ball was destined for Olivia Davison, but a great job by Haley Evans to knock it away. And actually the officials are going to come together and talk about it. And no, yeah, this ball's going to go to Banks. Great defensive play by Haley Evans, getting her hand up there in the passing lane. We talked about it, Trevor, that cross-court pass so dangerous because that's easy to do. Someone like Haley up top, over to Crowell. She's going to take a three-pointer. It's off the front of the iron. Got the kind bounce. Leonie Crowell with a three-pointer. And the Braves, in that little 4-0 run, take a 6-point lead again. Yamhill-Carlton breaks the press. Katie Slater lay-in, no good. Rebound by Grossnickel. Off to Haley Evans, 41.7 to go. Crowell feeling it, right side, three, no good. Rebound, Alex Saunders back up, no good. Rebound by Taylor Evans. And she'll leave it for the ball handler. This time it's Cheyenne Kelly back to Olivia Southward. Southward brings it up. Alex Saunders right on her. Davison has it, left wing now, cross court to Slater. Over to Southward, little 18-footer is no good. Rebound. Coming down to Yamhill-Carlton, out of bounds, last touched off of Taylor Evans. So it's Banks ball again with 14.5 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Lady Braves leading at 10-4 as more substitutions. Maggie Streblow back into the game for the Banks Braves, replacing Alex Saunders. Streblow has it in backcourt. A little bit of a token pressure by Yamhill-Carlton. Now off to Madison Walker in backcourt. Tries to get up to Streblow. It's knocked out of bounds by Katie Slater. And Banks will retain possession of the basketball with 5.7 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Nia Johnson will inbound just in front of the score table. Into Streblow. Going to go right side. Pulls up, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound coming down to Yamhill-Carlton, and that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. With our score, the Banks Lady Braves 10 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers 4. Back after this, you're listening to Banks Hoops, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, La Haze is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. La Haze is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahaze.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Welcome back to the Tiger Dome on the campus of Yamhill-Carlton Union High School. Second quarter just about ready to start as the Banks Braves break their huddle. And the ball is the possession here in the start of the second quarter is going to go with the Tigers. Streblow, King, Walker, Johnson, and Crowell, or Janicek is who's on the floor for the Braves to start the second quarter. King, of course, McKenna King getting the start here in the second quarter. McKenna had 8 points the other night for the Braves off the bench. Told you she was one of the players to watch off that bench for Banks. Really been coming on strong. Streblow has it. Right side over to Jocelyn Janicek. Back to Streblow. Now going to drive. Now push over to Janicek in the corner from McKenna King. Right corner, no good. Rebound coming down to Katie Slater. And here comes Yamhill-Carlton. 10-4. Braves leading it. They've led by as many as 8. It's over to Southward. Cross court. It goes out of bounds. And Trevor, that's coming up to you, but didn't quite make it. Tried to pass it. Tried to get you in the game. 7:29 to go, second quarter. 10-4 Banks. Maggie Streblow running the point for the Braves. Ooh, terminates her dribble. Needs help. Gets it over to McKenna King. Left wing. Back up to Streblow. Boy, this Yamhill-Carlton defense is feisty. Janicek, a three in the right corner. It's off. Long rebound by McKenna King in the corner. Ooh, she almost stepped out of bounds, but kept that toe in bounds. Janicek has it right wing. Now is hounded. Needs some help. Gives it to Evans inside to Walker. Nice feed to Nia Johnson, who's right there and scores it. Nia Johnson with 6 points now here in the game, and it's a 12-4, back up to an 8-point lead for the Banks Braves with 6:49 and counting to go. Talk about some defense as the Braves coming up with the steal here. Here comes Janicek all the way to the rack, pulls up, off glass, no good. Rebound loose, comes up to Yamhill-Carlton. They've got a run out. It is Cheyenne Kelly who lays it up off glass and in. Cheyenne Kelly scores her first two.
Brandon Bagley is close to getting a tee. Livid at the officials, nothing called on the miss at the other end from the Braves.
Braves get it across. Naya has it inside to Madison Walker. Little ball fake, and now is going to be fouled, hounded on the arm. That might make Brandon a little bit happier to finally get a foul. As that is the first, we're 6:17 to go in second quarter, first foul on Yamhill-Carlton. You got to be kidding me.
That's what you call home cooking.
As tough as they've been out there. There's a nice pass inside to Madison Walker, who scores it. Just waiting right there, her 4th point of the game. It's 14-6, lead back to 8 for the Lady Braves. Katie has it now for Yamhill-Carlton, holds the ball high. It's batted out of bounds by McKenna King and Madison Walker, who put their arms up there. Both of them are just towered over Olivia. Madison goes at 5'11", and close to it is McKenna King. But Madison's going to sit, and Haley Evans back in. Yamhill-Carlton, they'll get it back to their point guard southward. Cross court, stolen away by Jocelyn Janicek. Yeah, they know what's coming with that. Janicek all the way to the rack. No good. Rebounds Evans. It's tipped on the floor, still loose, and picked up by Yamhill-Carlton. Cross court pass down the other way to Kelly. Jana Kelly leads up for southward. A three-pointer left wing, rattled around every part of the rim. No good. Rebound back up, no good. Still fighting for it. Who wants it? And it's going to come down to Kelly. Yamhill-Carlton has it. Olivia southward, back to Katie Slater, the point guard, over to southward, left wing. Now gets it over to Davison, no good, three-pointer. Rebounded by Olivia southward, no good. Rebound by Nia Johnson, but she's tied up, and a jump ball favors the Banks Braves. And tell you what, Brandon Begley Trevor is still giving a scowl over to the officials. Not a happy camper. Little full court pressure by Yamhill-Carlton. They steal it, but no, there's a foul called, but I saw it travel before the foul. They're going to get one of the Braves with a foul, but I saw the travel, and that's Naya's 3rd foul with 5:14 to go in the second quarter. Yamhill-Carlton will inbound. Olivia southward, 3 from the corner, no good. Comes right into the hands of Kelly. It's no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by McKenna King. Here come the Braves. Bringing it up as Maggie Streblo gets it across the equator over to Evans, right wing. Holds the ball high overhead, looking over to Streblo. Maggie takes a couple of dribbles, stops right there. Needs some help now, and the ball is stolen away, loose on the floor. Naya comes up with it just inside the 3 corner, no good. Rebound ripped down by Streblo. And we got a foul called underneath against who? It's going to be one of the Tigers, I believe. Hard to believe that it's 4:46 to go in the first half, and that's only their 2nd foul. Actually, it's against the Braves. No, it is against the Tigers. One of the Yamhill-Carlton players was underneath the basket to inbound the ball, but now they get it straightened out. Evans has it in the right corner. Bounce pass into Madison Walker. Turnaround, no good. Rebound to Yamhill-Carlton. Here comes Tierra Brathwaite, who's checked in now for Yamhill-Carlton. Driving, no good. Rebound to Walker. Bounce pass to Haley Evans. Coming up with a head of steam, driving all the way to the rack. Nice pass inside Alex Saunders, but it's knocked out of bounds. And possession will stay with Banks underneath their own basket down to our left. Haley Evans will inbound it. 4:27 to go, second quarter. Banks leading at 14-6. Get it inside to Streblo. Now over to Crowley in the corner to Taylor Evans now, or Haley Evans now, and it's thrown away by Brathwaite for Yamhill-Carlton. Stolen right back by Madison Walker. Oh, she can't get the lay-in to go, but we do have a foul on the arm, but they're saying it's before the shot somehow, and so Banks will inbound it underneath their own basket.
Well, Madison missed the layup, then she got her own rebound, and that was when the foul occurred, after she missed the layup.
Inbound comes in to Madison Walker, takes a couple dribbles, gets around the defense, still can't score. Rebound coming down to Yamhill-Carlton. And here comes Southward to bring it up for the Tigers. Stops at the right wing, going cross court. It is through the hands of her teammate Davison, her Olivia teammate, Olivia to Olivia, and it went right through Davison's hands and out of bounds. Another turnover back to the Banks Lady Braves with 4:02 to go in the first half. Banks leading at 14-6. Walker back to Haley Evans, who walks it across the midcourt stripe, calls out the play. Over to Crowley. Down low, trying to go for Grossnickel, but it went through her hands and saved, thankfully, by Alex Saunders. Banks has it. Inbounds. Ball's loose on the court. Someone picking up. It's Walker that picks up with it. Needs some help. Gets it over to Crowley. Cross-court pass to Haley Evans. Going to drive inside. Pulls up just inside the free throw line and makes the jumper. Haley Evans. And it's 16-6. Braves have pushed the lead now to 10 points. Another foul called up front. Trying to go for the steal was Crowley. Leonie Crowley. And they got her with the reach. That's her second foul. The 6th team foul on Banks. Just 3 team fouls on Yamhill-Carlton. Tiara Brathwaite has it out high, controlling for Yamhill-Carlton. Over to Crowley. 3-pointer left wing. It is good. That looked good. Beautiful string music from Olivia Southward. And it's 16-9. Walker stolen away by Olivia Davis. Going to go all the way into the rack, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Madison Walker. And now Haley Evans has it. Will slow things up and run the offense. Gets it over in the corner to Saunders, inside to Walker. Nice ball movement that time, but the ball still moved off the rim as Madison just kind of threw it up too hard that time, and it was just too strong for the rim. But, oh, boy, that would have been a great play. Great ball movement, though. Great pass, entry pass from Haley and Saunders. But there was a foul called, so 2 free throws for Madison Walker. And she gets the free throw. Madison now with 5 points. 17-9. Get some substitutions in. Coming back in is Taylor Evans for Yamhill-Carlton. Second free throw on the way for Madison. And it's right through the bottom of the net. 6 points now for Madison Walker. The lead back to 9 for Banks. Saunders all over Brathwaite. Over to Olivia. Back to Olivia. Southward. Playing a little catch now. Now in the corner is Maddie Tuning for a 3, who's just checked in, but no good. Rebound coming down to Crowley. Boy, this Yamhill-Carlton team is very, very aggressive on the defensive end. And that's why it's surprising they only have 4 team fouls. They should have more because they've been very, very aggressive, much like the Banks Braves. And Brandon Begley wants to talk about it. Timeout on the floor. Will step away as well. 2:23 to go. Banks 18, Yamhill-Carlton 9. This is Banks Basketball presented by Jason Bonner Modeling.
You could save hundreds of dollars by moving another loan over to Wana Credit Union. Receive cash or make no payments for 90 days. Get started by visiting wana.fcu.org. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Back to the Tiger Dome. Haley Evans has it for Banks. Controlling it up top over to Grossnickel. Back to Evans. Right side. Holds the ball overhead. Down in the corner to Crowley. Back over to Evans. Swing it over to Grossnickel. Inside to Walker. Down low to Saunders. Takes a bounce dribble. Back up and in. Alex Saunders with her first 2 of the night. The lead is 11 now for Banks at 2 minutes to go. 20-9. Southard brings it out. Goes down in the corner now to Taylor Evans. Back over to Katie Slater. Right side hounded by Crowley. Cross-court pass to Brathwaite. Over to Evans. That's Taylor Evans in the corner. Over to Brathwaite, Tierra Brathwaite. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Grossnickel. So Yamhill-Carlton will retain possession, but they need somebody to inbound the ball. And it's going to be Brathwaite. She gets it into Olivia Southard. Now left wing over to back to Brathwaite. Now it's over to Slater, right wing. Inside, back out to Slater. Whip the ball up top to Southard. Back to Slater. Katie Slater. Now cross court to Brathwaite. Back to Slater. Pulls up a 19-footer, no good. Her foot was on the three-point line. Rebound by Haley Evans. Here come the Braves on the run. Evans sees the help that she needs to pull up and gets it off to Crowley. Inside to Madison Walker. Takes a bounce, goes up, no good. Oh, man. Just can't buy it from inside right now. The rebound coming down to the Tigers. Southard has it now, backs it out to run some offense with under a minute to go. Over to Katie Slater, three-pointer left wing. Off the back of the iron, no good. Long rebound coming out to Tierra Brathwaite for Yamhill-Carlton. Gets it to Olivia Southard. Over to Katie Slater. Inside to Taylor Evans, who scores it for Yamhill-Carlton. And it's 20-11, so Yamhill-Carlton now in double figures. Leonie Crowell brings it up to Madison Walker. Oh, yeah, there you had Grossnickel. She missed her intentionally. She was wide open. And then once Grossnickel clapped her hands, the defense responded and took that pass away. But we do have a foul underneath, and Katie Grossnickel will go to the line. Braves need to work on their silent communication.
They also need to work on their layups.
Free throw is down for Katie Grossnickel. Her first point of the game. The lead is back to 10. I believe the Braves have led by, their largest was 11. Second free throw on the way. Braves are perfect from the line tonight, 4 out of 4. They got that part of the game worked out. Now just need to work on the lay-ins. 28.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Banks 22, Yamhill-Carlton 11. Olivia Southard has it, walks it up for the Tigers. Gets it out to Katie Slater, left side, back on top to Southard. Holding the ball high overhead with Saunders all over her. Gets it over to Slater. Inside for Evans, blocked by Grossnickel, but getting the ball right there back is Cheyenne Kelly. She scores, and it's 22-13. Banks will have it for the last possession if they desire. But we got a foul or a travel. It's going to be a traveling call on Maggie Streblo. I don't know about that, Trevor. I don't know how you get a travel there. I think it was more like a good old mugging down there. But Yamhill-Carlton has the ball. No good. Rebound by Streblo, and that's going to do it. Strange kind of 40 seconds left in that second quarter, but the Braves leading it by 9, not getting any help from the officials here in this second quarter. Kind of interesting pace there, but nonetheless, it's a 9-point lead at halftime for the Banks Braves. They'll go in and talk about it and hopefully talk about making some lay-ins in the second half. Our score here at halftime, it's the Banks Lady Braves 22, the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers 13. This is Banks basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home, renters, life, and other insurance products. Get a quote and receive a $10 gift card. Andy McNabb Allstate. Call 503-433-5030. That's 503-433-5030.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Put them in blindfolds, leading them. Welcome back to the Tiger Dome halftime of this 4A, 3A non-league affair where the Banks Braves leading the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers 22-13. Trevor, tonight it's the girls' turn, but tomorrow night at 5 o'clock back at Banks, we're going to see the boys from Yamhill-Carlton against the Banks boys. Kind of give us a little bit of a preview what we might expect tomorrow night.
Yeah, Yamhill-Carlton, not quite the same team this year without Heather Seeley-Roberts. They're kind of, again, pretty much the same spot where this girls program is, right in the middle of the 5 or 6 team pack of the Pacific West Conference. Losing record, I believe, right now, but again, Banks is going to be doing battle with Yamhill-Carlton in boys basketball next year as well, come league play. But yeah, without the Roberts twins, Heather Roberts, 2 kids that she brought with her to Lincoln, not quite the same team that won the 3A state championship last year.
And of course, the Banks Braves are just they're headed in an upward direction right now. Winners of 5 of their last 6 on the boys' side after a gritty, just a really wire-to-wire 64-30 win last night, taking down just a really good win last night back at home. The Banks Braves improving their record to 8-3 on the season after beating the Malala Indians last night. Really, Malala had no contest in that game, but that'll be an interesting game there to be sure. A nice little Saturday night in Banks for that one. But we've got 5 more minutes here of halftime as the Banks Braves are talking about some things. Ball control, one of them is, taking care of the basketball, knowing, anticipating that pressure that they're seeing from the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers, who are really bringing that. It's kind of like, I said the word there in the pregame. They kind of mirror each other a little bit in how their styles, and we've actually seen it here tonight that the Tigers, they can play some defense too.
Yeah, Banks went on a little bit of a losing streak prior to their trip to Sisters for the tournament over the Christmas break. And one of the things Brandon Bagley talked to us about that he was having issues with, that was the main cause for those losses, boiled it down to one word: execution. Missed free throws, missed layups. They've got the free throw part pretty much down tonight, but seems like they've missed probably at least 10 or 12 layups tonight. Layups, you're supposed to be using the backboard, the glass. We've seen a lot of attempts. Alex Saunders Madison Walker. They've tried to make little jump shots right at the rim, and layups are supposed to go glass. And we actually seen a shot in the first quarter from Alex Saunders, went way over the top of the rim. Beautiful arc, but had as much arc on as you'd expect to see from a three-point field goal inside of 4 feet, and that's not going to get you much scoring around the rim.
Yeah, just need to make sure they clean up the close part of the game there and hit more of those little lay-ins and the little shots right around the basket. And that's just, those are things, I mean, that'll come. I mean, those are things that happen. Those are things that you work on that, I know, I'm sure they work on every day in practice. Those little times you do it around the little half circle in the lane, and you work on it all the time. It's just just need to remind themselves. It's more of an issue of hey, just calm down, settle down. It's usually when you've got a situation like that, is like your nerves are up, and I think it's all comes to really the fact that they're kind of rushed because they got to get the ball there. They really haven't seen lately that much pressure coming at them. They've really had a lot of time to walk the ball up, and so they're really used to taking their time and setting the offense, and they just got to remember, now once they're getting it across, they got to go really quickly. They got to keep their composure and really compose themselves. Well, we're going to step away and get ready for the start of the second half. This is Banks basketball. The Braves leading at 22-13 at halftime here at the Tiger Dome. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Banks basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Northside Rock Products in North Plains is where you can get gravel products directly from the quarry. They service contractors as well as homeowners. They can get rock straight from the quarry that's essential for paths, driveways, under concrete slabs and roads, as it packs and condenses well. Northside Rock Products offers a variety of quality crushed rock and fill material, as well as boulders and specialty rock. They offer trucks for hire for contractor work. Northside Rock Products can bring their mobile crusher to your jobs for on-site crushing and screening. Delivery is available. Get all you need at low winter rates. Northside Rock Products LLC on Northwest Dixie Mountain Road in North Plains. NorthsideRockProductsLLC.com.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to check out Oregon Coffee Roaster. Based in the Portland foothills, this wholesale roaster has decades of experience offering quality Arabica coffee and loose leaf tea to businesses. Whether you're a business customer interested in a bulk order of 10 pounds or more, or a residential customer interested in smaller quantities, contact them today for your coffee needs. Call 503-647-5102 or visit their website, OregonCoffee.com.
Welcome back to the Tiger Dome as we get set here for the start of the second half. Well, we were just talking there at the break. The road really gets no easier for the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers, as after tonight, they'll get to take the weekend off, but then they're going to come ready to work on Monday as they are playing at the number one ranked team in 3A, the Willamina team out there. And this is a team that is giving up just 24 points a game on defense.
Yeah, Willamina has had a very strong 3A girls basketball program the last couple of years. Prior to that, it was Sutherland. Klatskanai had 1 year, I think, when they won the state championship either last year or the year before.
And you talk about strong basketball programs as well. Banks will also have a very tough opponent next, as tomorrow they will be at number 3 Gladstone, at least tentatively. Gladstone had a game, was supposed to play on Wednesday, it was, against Staten, and it was canceled, so we'll see if they play. And that game, of course, is rescheduled from a game earlier when it was canceled because Gladstone was having some issues. But that's set, and we are ready to go for the start of the third quarter with Banks leading at 22-13. They have possession first. Haley Evans has it over to Maggie Streblo, back to Evans, right side. Over to Maggie, looking for someone to get it into. Now over to Jocelyn Janicek, three-pointer, left wing, it's off. Rebound, fought for on the floor. Jump ball going to be the call, and that's going to favor Yamhill-Carlton as the Braves had it to start the quarter. 7:41 into the third quarter. First turnover on the alternating possession. And Southard will bring it up to Slater, left wing, guarded by Janicek, looking inside and get it down low. But another missed opportunity this time for Yamhill-Carlton down low, but the ball knocked out of bounds by Madison Walker, so the ball stays with Yamhill-Carlton. Coached by the Coach of the Year a year ago. Well, here's a three-pointer by Olivia Davis, and it's no good. Rebound coming right down to Maddie Tuning. Another missed opportunity, and another opportunity down low for Yamhill-Carlton, and finally they get it to go down. Olivia Davidson with her 4th point of the night. It's 22-15. Niall Siebel, the head coach for Yamhill-Carlton, Coach of the Year in 2021 at the 3A level. Very good coach. Yamhill-Carlton has the ball. Southard has it up top, over to Slater. Inside now it goes to Kelly. Back out to Slater, left wing, up to Southard. Wide open, top of the key three. It's touches every part of the iron, and rebound comes down to Haley Evans. She dribble drives it up the court. Stops outside the three, now inside to Saunders. Well, actually, that's McKenna King, rather. I beg your pardon. McKenna King, who also got the start in the third quarter. Kind of switching things up here. Braves have it. Haley Evans has it. Left corner, pulls up, little 14-footer. It's good. Haley Evans, that's her 4th point of the night. And it's back to a 9-point lead, 24-15. Slater has it into the corner to Tuning. Back over to Slater. Way out near the equator now. Back over left wing. Over to Southard. Over to Davison. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound coming down to Madison Walker. To Evans. Gets it up to McKenna King. She's met by some pressure there. Ball loose and stolen away and controlled by Yamhill-Carlton. Olivia Southard has it. Over to Slater. Katie Slater, left wing. Back over to Southard. Thought about three. Now goes in the corner to Davison for a right corner three. It's no good. Rebound Madison Walker. That's what Banks needs to do. One and done. Keep them to one opportunity and no more. You can't score the first time. Don't let them get the second opportunity. Streblo has it. Back over to Evans. Back to Streblo, left wing. Back to Evans. Now over to the right side to Janicek. And we got 3 in the key. Is the call. Turnover Banks, as down low McKenna King was had herself a sleeping bag and a camp stove. I think she was getting ready to light the lantern. So
Get
another
out the marshmallows and the hot dogs.
There you go. Olivia Southard brings it up over to Katie Slater. Down in the corner, now back, it goes back to Slater. Back down in the corner, but almost stolen away by Haley Evans. Down low inside to Cheyenne Kelly. Her shot is no good. Rebound, oh my goodness. Rebound came down to Maggie Streblo, but coming in was Kelly to get right in there and tie it up and tried to steal it away. Knocked Streblo to the floor, but Banks will retain possession. Here comes the full court pressure again for Yamhill-Carlton. Walker gets it into Streblo with the pressure, so got to hurry to get it across the midcourt stripe. And they do so. Streblo to Crowley, back to Maggie Streblo. Up top, sets the play. Run it, run that execution. Streblo has it wide open up top for three and hits it. That is a mistake for Yamhill-Carlton that she makes them pay. You leave Maggie Streblo that wide open, she's going to drain it every time. Back the other way now. Slater inside to Kelly. Goes up off the glass and in. 27-17. Evans gets it up to Madison Walker. Corrals it. Goes down low to Alex Saunders. As she goes up, she gets hacked. Absolutely mugged on her way to the basket. So she'll get 2 free throws, will Alex Saunders. I told you, this Yamhill-Carlton team is very, very physical, and they just weren't getting fouls that they should have been called for. Now, finally, the officials are calling it both ways. First free throw on the way from Alex is right down and through. 28-17, lead back to 11 for Banks. Second free throw for Alex is on the way. It's in the air, it's in the bucket, it's good. Braves 6 of 6 from the line, 29-17 now, back up to a 12-point lead. Yamhill-Carlton tries to go inside, but their pass goes out of bounds. So another turnover back to the Braves. Madison Walker will inbound underneath the basket after the officials have a little powwow down there. And, well, they're going to change their mind and give the ball to Yamhill-Carlton. So the Tigers will retain. So the ball was tipped. It did look like it changed trajectory. Got to go down in the corner now. Olivia Southard. That missed everything. That's an air ball. And coming down to Maddie Tuning up top to Slater. Going to drive inside to kick it back out to Tuning. She's going to drive to the right side. No, over to Southward. Get the ball over in the corner. Ball goes back inside. Tipped out of bounds by Madison Walker. And Yamhill-Carlton will retain possession with 4:07 to go, third quarter. Banks in front, 29-17. Ball coming in up high to Olivia Southard. She goes up high to get the ball and comes down. And going a little slow on that play. She got knocked down unintentionally by Alex Saunders. And they called a foul on Alex. That's her second foul. First team foul of the half. Slater gets the ball inbounds to Southard. Saunders right on her all over. Back to Slater, left wing. Katie Slater hounded by Crowley. Try to get her over to Southard again. Again, she's knocked to the floor. Actually, I don't know if she got knocked on the floor that time as much as she flopped to the floor. There's a difference between flopping and pushing, and that's a bit. Actually, that's a huge deal right now. A lot of players flopping. Ball knocked in backcourt, ran down by Katie Slater. It's back over to the corner to Davison. Inside, it goes to Southard and rolls it up and in. Olivia Southard scores. It's 29-19. Full court pressure on again for Yamhill-Carlton. Haley Evans has it. That's the right person to have the ball in the hands of. Nice wraparound pass by Madison Walker to Alex Saunders. Score it. 31-19. Braves by a dozen again. In the corner goes now for Yamhill-Carlton. Little 18-footer. Missed everything. Rebound coming down to the Tigers. No box out. But this time, Haley Evans gets a rebound to Streblo. Streblo running it up the court. Gets it over the right wing. Back to Streblo. Ball knocked in backcourt by Southard. And Haley Evans runs it down. Evans walks it back up, sets up the play. Now going to drive left side, tries to go up. Had her shot rejected. And here comes Yamhill-Carlton. Shot is up and good. A three-pointer by Yamhill-Carlton and a timeout by Yamhill-Carlton. We'll take one as well. 2:45 to go. Banks 31, Yamhill-Carlton 21. You're listening to Braves Basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Shannon Jennings of North Plains is your local independent insurance agent. Are you overpaying for insurance? She can partner with a vast range of insurance companies to provide you with the most competitive products and services. Whether it's your home, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, we take the time to learn about you, your family, and your business to find the best coverage to protect your unique needs. For quality insurance coverage at affordable prices, call 503-444-0566 or email Shannon at shannonjenningsinsurance.com.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill-Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
Rebound coming down to Haley Evans. 2:25 to go. Banks will reset. Grossnickel has it right side. Back on top to Evans. Over to Crowley. Thought about the three. Now going to give it up to Grossnickel. Inside. Beautiful position by Katie Grossnickel and score it. 33-22. Banks by 11 with 2:10 and counting to go in the third quarter. Keeping that double-digit lead. Back the other way we go. Southard. And the ball is smothered by Alex Saunders out of bounds. That's the reason why Alex is in the game right now, because she is a tenacious defender for Banks, and they need that on Alex Southard. Southard has the ball, takes a step, gets a three, no good. Rebound comes right to Olivia Davison, but no good, and we got another foul called underneath. It's going to be a non-shooting foul, but it's going to go against. Wow, they actually called a foul on Yamhill-Carlton. I am shocked, Trevor. Foul is on Olivia Davis in her third. Haley Evans gets it across the line. And met with pressure again, gets it off to Crowley. Gonna go the right side to Katie Grossnickel. Gonna bounce inside, takes a little elbow jumper. It's no good. Rebound Alex Saunders, back up and in, no good. Rebound Nia Johnson. And yeah, I was about ready to come over there. Coach Begley was about ready to come out of his shoes if they didn't call that foul. But back to the line goes Nia Johnson, who I have her with 8 points tonight, trying to add to this 11-point lead for the Braves. Free throw up. Ugh.
First miss from the free throw line.
See, I was not going to say what she was, because for that I dodged the point. But you know what it was? I thought about it. I caught myself and I thought about it, but I didn't say it. But second free throw on the way for Nia. And that's good. 3 for 4 for Nia tonight. She's got 9 points. 34-22, lead back to a dozen. Katie Slater has it, up to Olivia Southard. Back to Slater, over in the corner to Tuning. And the ball is swatted out of bounds by the Banks defense. And so Yamhill-Carlton puts it back in play to Katie Slater in backcourt, now back in the front court. Has it left wing, over to Tuning, back to Slater, back to Tuning in the left corner, trying to go inside. It's broken up by Nia Johnson, controlled by Saunders. Janicek has it and tries to go up, and it's met by Kelly, and now finally Streblo gets it. That's who you want controlling the ball, bringing the ball up the court. Grossnickel, a three from the left corner. It goes over the everything, and a rebound coming down to Katie Slater for Yamhill-Carlton. She drives it into front court. Leaves it for Tuning. Back on top to Southard. Over to Kelly. Over to Davison. Davison going to go driving to the basket. She missed it, but is fouled. So Olivia Davison will shoot 2 free throws with 51.7 ticks to go in the third quarter. Banks 34, Yamhill-Carlton 22.
I think that's Nia's fourth foul, too. Now they call it on
They're going to give it on Jocelyn Janicek, her second foul. And the free throw is no good from Olivia Davison. Davison has 6 points tonight for Yamhill-Carlton. It's been the Olivia show, truly. Second free throw is good. 1 out of 2 for Olivia Davison. 7 points now. Olivia Southard has 10 points. And it's 34-23. Maggie Strebla has it in backcourt. Double pressure. She's got to get it across. Does so. Has it on the left side. Almost lost it. Gets it back. Up to King. Over to Janicek. Right wing three. Looks good. Is Jocelyn Janicek. Boy, did the Braves need that one. Lead back to 14. Katie Slater has it. Down low in the corner to Tuning. Guarded by Janicek, and it goes out of bounds, and they're saying it was tipped out of bounds by Janicek. I don't know. I didn't really see her. Okay. Nice work by Jocelyn. Get it back inside to Katie Slater. Has it left wing, guarded by Grossnickel. Now puts the ball on the floor. Gets it out to Tuning. Cross court. Ooh, tried to go to Tiara Brathwaite over in the right wing, and it just sailed right over her and into the reader board, lighted board over there on the scores table. And turnover to Banks with 15.9 seconds to go. Braves leading it by 14. Nia Johnson will inbound to Haley Evans. Evans going to walk it across the line, set up the play, gets it over to Streblo. In the corner now to King. Back over to Streblo, left wing. Streblo looking for Haley Evans. Inside to Nia Johnson. Takes out a little bounce dribble. Nice pass inside. No good. Rebound by Nia Johnson. Back up and in, and that is going to count at the horn. Nia Johnson will not be denied. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Your Banks Lady Braves leading it 39-23. This is Banks basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling. Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to Tenante's Pizza and Subs. Try one of the many specialty pizzas like the Mama Supremo or a delicious torpedo sub sandwich. Mention Westside Greatest Hits and save 10% off your order. Tenante's Pizza and Subs at the corner of Glencoe and Pacific in North Plains. Open 11 to 8:30 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 3 to 8 for carry-out and delivery. Visit their website, Tenante'sPizzaAndSubs.com, or call 503-647-5761.
Back here to the Tiger Dome as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Olivia Southward has it, controls it over to T.R. Brathwaite. Right wing, back over to Southward, almost stolen away by King, but boy, Southward, she's a good player. Over to Brathwaite. Inside for Evans, Taylor Evans. Back over to Brathwaite. They swing the ball around very quickly. Back in the corner, stolen away by Nia Johnson. Here come the Braves. Good turnover there. Haley Evans has it. Off to Maggie Streblow. Back on top to Evans. Back to Streblow. Looking inside for Nia Johnson. Oh, she tried to shovel it somewhere, but shoveled it right to Olivia Southward. That's a turnover. Southward stops. Gets it over to Tuning. Back over to Southward. Southward stops her dribble again. Back over to Tuning on the left side. We got a foul call that's going to go, I believe, on Maggie Streblow. Yep, that's what they're going to do. Fourth team foul, second foul on Maggie Streblow.
A little too aggressive that time, trying to come up with the steal and came over the back.
Yeah, you can see it. They are like really pressing because, you know, both teams are creating each other to press this game up tempo. Just really scattered, like active, high action. Turnover back to Banks. Haley Evans will walk it up for the Braves. Met with pressure all the way from Davison, and Brandon Begley wants to talk about it. He wants to set it up, and he wants to run some offense here and just see some organization. So we'll step away as well with 6:56 to go. Banks 39, Yamhill-Carlton 23. You're listening to Braves basketball, presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
So Banks will inbound. Jocelyn Janasek does so right in front of us. Streblow has it over in the corner to Janasek. Or that's Crowell. Sorry, Jocelyn. Haley Evans has the right side over to Janasek, right corner. Double team pressure. Gets around that with ease. Puts it up. No good, though. Rebound coming back down to Yamhill-Carlton. The other way. Tuning. Now Davison has it in the right corner up top to Southward. Olivia Southward over to Katie. Nice feed inside to Cheyenne Kelly down low, who scores it off glass. And it's 39-25 with 6:24 to play. Turnover coming right back to Yamhill-Carlton. This is Kelly down low, goes up and put it up and in. 4 straight points for Cheyenne Kelly. The lead down to a dozen. That pressure is causing all kinds of pressure for problems for Banks. Haley Evans has it up for Maggie Streblow. Double teamed right there, trying to step through the double team, but needs help, and we get a jump ball called, and possession arrow favors Banks. Yamhill-Carlton bringing that pressure. They want to force the turnovers. They want to get back in this game.
Yeah, Brandon Bagley thought there was a reach on that play too, and if they hadn't called the jump ball, it would have been over the back on YC.
Haley Evans, good job to keep her balance, keep dribbling the ball as she fell down, but now the ball goes out of bounds. Last tipped by Katie Slater, who is just a ball hawk for Yamhill-Carlton. Really in on every play, great hustler. Haley Evans gets the ball into Janicek, free throw line. Now out to Crowley, over to Streblo, right wing. Tries to just hand it to Haley Evans, but couldn't. It was tipped out of bounds by Olivia Davison. So ball stays with Banks. Evans will inbound with Olivia Southard right on her, watching her. Streblo takes a right wing three. It's good. Boy, yeah, they needed that. I was just going to say they really needed that. That's the second straight three-pointer by Maggie Streblo. Lead is 15 now for Banks. Katie Slater has it for Yamhill-Carlton. Bounces it to Southard. Inside it goes to Kelly. Back out to Slater for a three, right wing, and hits it. Katie Slater, that is her first points of the night for Yamhill-Carlton. And brings it right back within 12. We got a foul in back court. A reaching foul. It's going to be on Yamhill-Carlton. The official is trying to find the number. And yeah, it's going to go on Cheyenne Kelly, her second foul. Ball comes into Maggie Streblo in back court. Trying to dribble past the full court pressure. Gets it off to Crowley. Whips a pass over to Haley Evans. Goes up strong and gets fouled. And she will get 2 free throws with 5:08 to go. Banks up 42-30.
Dangerous pass, too, on that cross-court pass to Evans along the left baseline.
Yeah, particularly against this team that's been very active over the middle, kind of like Banks is. First free throw on the way for Haley is right through. That's Haley's first free throw attempt of the night. She's got 5 points now. Second free throw on the way. More money in the bank. Right through. Just like Wanna Credit Union likes to see, money in the bank. Great deposit late. 44-30 Banks. Katie Slater has it, terminates her dribble, hounded by defense, gets it off to Olivia Southard. Now over in the corner for Taylor Evans. Back on top to Katie Slater. Back over to Evans, guarded by Crowley, or Janicek rather. Now it's Olivia Southard, right wing three is off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound coming down to Crowley. Met with pressure, gets it off to Haley Evans. Back to Streblo, gonna drive to the free throw line, pulls up. Trying to look for somebody to get it to, and a jump ball is gonna be called as Olivia Southard. As soon as she picked up the ball, Olivia Southard's right in there.
Again, Brandon Bagley making the reach motion towards the officials. Thought the jump ball should have been a reach call instead, but.
So Southard brings it across for Yamhill-Carlton. Leaves it for Katie Slater, who turns the ball over with a bad pass and is pulled out by the Braves, controlled by Haley Evans, who walks it across the Tiger at midcourt. Over to Streblo. Down in the corner to Crowley for a three ball. And that is Jocelyn Janicek, who hit the three-pointer, her second three-pointer of the night. 47-30, a 17-point lead. Southard has it, kind of lost it in the lane and put up an ugly-looking shot. It's no good. Rebound coming down to her teammates. Katie Slater has it left wing. Slater has it ripped away by Maggie Streblo. Active hands this time for the Banks Braves. Streblo looking for a lane to go through and gets it across the midcourt line. Gets it off to Haley Evans, back to Streblo. Over in the corner to Janicek. Why not? Another one. Bingo, bango, bongo. Three-pointer for Jocelyn Janicek, third straight, and the lead is 20 now at 50-30. And the ball trying to go to Cheyenne Kelly. She couldn't hold on to it. Goes out of bounds. Turnover to Banks with 3:17 to go. I think this one's going to be in the W column for the Braves. Nia Johnson inbounds it to Haley Evans, who walks it across the line. This is how they like to prefer things, to be patient and run some offense. Streblo gets it off to Evans, holds the ball high overhead, going to drive inside. Leave it for Leonie Crowell. 18-footer is good. Leonie Crowell scores it. 5 points for Leone, and the lead is 22, 52-30. Ball coming into Katie Slater. Going to drive, get it off to Davison, Olivia Davison. Now cross court to the other Olivia, too strong for Southard, and it goes out of bounds again. And now Trevor Yamhill-Carlton, as they were trying to build some momentum, now they're starting to lose it by getting a little sloppy.
Yeah, they scored the first 4 points of the second quarter, almost as I had spoke a little too soon, almost proving me wrong, but thought the game was in hand at the start of the fourth quarter. Banks has now proven that here since the midway point.
Crowley has it, left wing, now dribbles over to the top of the key, off to Evans' right side, and she had the ball, and she made a little bit of movement, went towards the basket, and took a extra step. So traveling, turnover to Yamhill-Carlton. Southard gives it off to Katie Slater, back in the corner, now back to Slater, left wing, going to drive inside, tried to bounce it inside to her teammate down there, Taylor Evans, but bounced it off of the knee. And that's a turnover. Nope, they're going to retain possession. Bounced it off of one of the Braves' knees. So knee ball, kick ball, same thing, stoppage of play. They get the ball inbounds as Yamhill-Carlton into Evans. Nice bounce pass into Kelly, but it's no good. Rebound coming down to Haley Evans. She's got to watch behind, and she does. Controls it. Has it right in front of us. Over to Leone Crowell, left side. Stops over in the corner to Janicek. He's got the hot hand. Going to go inside the three-point line this time and missed it. Rebound coming down to Cheyenne Kelly. Here is Olivia Southard now. Going to drive all the way into the paint. Pulls up. Gets it back out to Taylor Evans. Over to Kelly. Kelly dribbles. Leaves it for Katie Slater. Going to drive inside. We got a foul called off the ball, I believe. Because it was when she was driving and they called the foul. Foul is going to be on Leone Crowell. Well, I guess number 2. They put up 2-0. It looked like 20, but yeah, it is Leone Crowell. Third foul on Leone. 5th team foul against Banks. 6 team fouls against Yamhill-Carlton. They inbound it. Nice inbound pass to Cheyenne Kelly, who scores it off the glass, and it's 52-32. Banks, here comes full court pressure again, but they break it. Katie Raines does so this time, who checked in with the dead ball. And we've got a foul or a timeout? Timeout. Brandon Begley wants to, that's interesting. Brandon called a timeout as Katie was driving to the rack. But full timeout with 90 seconds to go. Banks leading at 52-32. This is Braves basketball presented by Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CPB number 227733.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Wing up top to, well, number 13, who we don't have on the roster right now. Now it's over to McKenna King. Into Grossnickel, over to Crowell, to number 13. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound coming down to Leone Crowell. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Braves. We had a 13 earlier this year, but then they took it away, and now there's another player out there for Banks with number 13. That 13 was Jonna Begley, but I don't know if that's still Jonna or not. But she's inbounding the ball to Katie Raines. A long 2, and it's no good, but a long rebound by McKenna King, and she's going to be called for double dribble. You don't see that called very often anymore. 1:02 to go here in the game. Braves leading it by 20. And Now we get some more subs in the game for Yamhill-Carlton. Zanash Jones is in the game for the first time. She gets it into Tierra Brathwaite. That's at right wing. Over to Jones in the corner. Over to Brathwaite. Whip it over to Charlie Vertner. She gets it over to Taylor Evans. Now over to Brathwaite. In the corner goes to Jones, and too hot for her to handle in the corner. Goes out of bounds to the Braves. I think we've basically gone to JV rosters now at this point. And Leonie Crowell bringing it up with under 45 seconds to go in the game for the Braves. Bounces over to Katie Rains. Over to Crowell. Crowell gets up to number 13. 13 drives, pulls up, no, leaves it for Grossnickel, who has it right side. Going nice pass inside to Leonie Crowell or McKenna King, but she couldn't finish. And it's going to be, ball going to go out of bounds. A turnover back to Yamhill-Carlton with 25.5 seconds to go. Braves still leading 52-32. Brathwaite has it in backcourt for Yamhill-Carlton. Gets it across to Vertner. Over in the corner now to Tuning. Back to Vertner. Inside it goes to Cheyenne Kelly. Her shot is off, no good. Rebound out of bounds to Banks with 13.7 seconds. And this should be the last possession of the game. Leonie Crowell brings it up. Probably just going to dribble it out right here. Or pass it out. Off to number 13 for Banks. Has it. Just dribble around. Gives it off to Katie Rains. And that's going to do it. The end of the game. The Banks Lady Braves win their second straight game here and win it here in Yamhill-Carlton by 20. It's the result that I thought would happen, but I thought might have been a little bit more, but just met a really tough defensive-minded and physical team in Yamhill-Carlton. But Yamhill-Carlton slips to 4-9. The Braves are now 6-5, and we'll have all the happy totals and a final word when we come back. This is Banks Basketball, Jason Bond Remodeling.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
Welcome back to the Tiger Dome. Final score, the Banks Braves improved to 6-5 with their second straight win of the season as they win it 52-32. They had to really work for this one tonight, Trevor, as they met some resistance. Good term for this game. They met some resistance in Yamhill-Carlton tonight, who really brought the pressure all night long. So it was really good for Banks to see. They haven't seen that yet this year.
Yeah, they really, since the Jervis game, the Braves have picked it up as far as intensity defensively, and they got some of that back tonight. Not really any issues, especially in the fourth quarter. Yamhill-Carlton did score the first four after going down 16 to start the final period. But yeah, nice job to kind of break some tough pressure defense, and that's going to be good practice for when they start league play against Astoria and Valley Catholic.
He had some good film, definitely some good film for the coaches to break down tonight as they're going to put together another game plan real quickly as they've got Gladstone looming on the horizon tomorrow night. That game is scheduled at Gladstone at 7 o'clock. Of course, you and I will be in Banks as the Banks boys team will take on Yamhill-Carlton. Tip-off at 5 o'clock tomorrow night at Banks High School. So, what, Trevor, we're looking at a 4:45 pregame tomorrow?
Yeah.
So final score here, 52-32. Game's leading scorers for the Banks Braves. It's a tie between Maggie Streblow and Alex Saunders with 9 points apiece. 8 points each for Jocelyn Janisek and Nia Johnson. 6 points each for Madison Walker and Haley Evans. But our Oregon Army National Guard hero of the game, Trevor, goes to
Alex Saunders.
Alex Saunders, really a workhorse. She really had some extra duty tonight. In fact, we were just talking about where Madison Walker was in the second half, and I think that's really who Alex was in for. Alex was in for Madison because they needed her defensive presence in there to work against that pressure and just the good quick ball handlers of Yamhill-Carlton. And we talked about it before the game. Hard to believe Yamhill-Carlton's 4-8. They slipped to 4-9 now, but wow, for a 4-9 team, they're pretty quick and very aggressive on defense. And so if you're in the Pac-West Conference, you better be prepared to play against this team because they're going to get some wins and they're going to get it done. But a good job by the Banks Braves to weather the storm tonight, come away with the win, 52-32, and they will be at Gladstone tomorrow night. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. Then they're going to be, they're on the road, and they will not come home again until a week from this Wednesday when they open up Coapa League play against the Astoria Fisher women, and that will be a 7:30 game, doubleheader with the boys. The girls will play the nightcap in that one. So the Braves will be scheduled to be at Hood River Valley next Tuesday, and then next Wednesday they will be at St. Helens to play the Lions, who are just really struggling right now there in St. Helens. They lost to this Yamhill-Carlton team by 30 the other night. Trevor, any final thoughts?
No, I know they have 1 or 2 more games before league play starts, but I think once league play starts at home against Astoria, that's going to be a huge game. Banks and Astoria are probably going to be the 2 teams battling for the league crown this year. They're going to have to clean up some things. Again, execution in the first half, a lot of missed layups. They're going to have to make some of those once league play starts if they want a chance to get back to the state tournament, which this year, like last year, has changed from Forest Grove to Corvallis High School.
Well, for Trevor Beard, I'm Jonathan Lee. Hope you have a great night and a good weekend. Final score, the Banks Braves 52 and the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers 32. A 20-point win here tonight. Our Oregon Army National Guard hero of the game deservedly goes to Alex Saunders. Have a great night, everyone, and a great weekend.